Two Different, it's pretty much something I came up with like everything I've been through. Everything I've been through when I was, growing up. I just always felt different from everybody that, I was associated with, like family, friends, people I went to school with, all that. The two and Two Different comes from my daughter's birth weight. She was 2 pounds, so that made me feel like, oh, she's different from the other kids or the other babies that was in the NICU with her, because those babies are 4 pounds, 5, 6, 7, and they're getting to go home like a week after they're born. But no, my daughter spent like 2.5 months in the hospital just because she was born 2 pounds, 6.5 ounces. So with her being stuck in the hospital so long, like she had so many trials and tribulations, and she wasn't eating on her own, wasn't really breathing on her own. Like she actually had passed away twice in the hospital and then came back twice. So after I found that out, that's when the number 2 actually became my favorite number, because she was born 2 pounds, and she lost her life twice, and then she came back twice, and now she's healthier than ever. So that's how I came up with it. Two Different. It's important to me because of how I came up with it. And like my daughter, like she was a big part of it, and she keeps me going every single day. Like it's not just her really, but she's like the bigger part of it, but it's her and her 2 brothers. Like those 3, they keep me going every single day. And it's like so important because I want Two Different to be more than a brand. I want it to be more of a lifestyle, Like I want people, to just be walking down the street and they see that signature 2 and they be like, oh, I know where that's from. That's from Two Different. Or you see me out somewhere and be like, oh, you're the guy that started Two Different. Like, I'm not trying to make it like, big like Tommy Hilfiger or somebody like that. I just made something that's urban and for the culture, and I'm just staying local where I'm at. I mean, if it makes it big, then kudos to me. But it's just for the culture and locally, honestly. And it's just important because this is where I grew up, and I want to keep it here. Honestly, a big motivation behind that is my grandmother. Like, she passed away when I was 18 years old back in 2011. And, like, that was one of my favorite people in the world. And I just feel like she left this world too soon. So, like, even though she's not here physically, she can still, see me from where she's at. Like, that woman was a big motivation, inspiration, whatever you want to call it, in my life. And I just felt like she left this world too soon before I got a chance to make her proud. So, I keep going every day. Every day I wake up and say, Grandma, this for you. Like, even if I'm going to work, even if whatever I'm doing, I'm going to play football, I'm going to shoot a basketball, like, today is for you. So that's what keeps me motivated, honestly. Oh man, it helped me create it. It was one time like I was down to my lowest point, like with my oldest son. Me and his mom don't really get along, but that's for another story. Um, I was just thinking about, so much time me and him are missing from each other and missing together and things that we can be doing together, and like so much I could be teaching him right now. But, things happen, and the way I turned it around, because I thought about it like, somebody is going through something much more than what I'm going through. And then, I'm going through much more than what somebody else is going through. But at the end of the day, we're all going through something. Nothing is bigger than what everyone is going through, because everybody's fighting their own demons and battles. So I just turned it around, and I came up with 2Different, and I put it on clothes. And what people actually don't know, and I want to get this on film, is that I split everything up 50-50. So what I make from 2Different, I donate to a different charity, and then I put the other 50% of what I got back into 2Different. Like, I don't pocket anything. Like, I have my own jobs, I make my own money. Like, I'm getting people to get this stuff. It's going to a charity or it's going back into 2Different. Like, I don't pocket anything. What I've learned through that journey, from football player, creator, father, motivator, is that the grind never stops, really, no matter what you're doing. Like, and out of all those you listed, the hardest job of them all is being a father, honestly. And that right there, like that's what keeps me going. Like, I've learned that, kids say the darndest things. I've learned that, you got little people looking up to you, so you got to put them on the right path. You got to set a great example for them, And, being a football player, I met many different people. Like me and you met through football. I met people, that went through the same things as me. I met people that had different battles than me or harder battles than what I got. And like, that just keeps me going. And I like to try to motivate others, to keep going. Like, trust the process. Don't ever let anybody take nothing from you. Like, if you got something that you want to do, just, go ahead and do it. Don't think about it too long, because that's all it'll ever be, is a thought.